Hey, this is Omar, and just want to talk real fast of the Sunday night game between the Chiefs and the Titans, and my thoughts on it. And I don't know, Patrick Mahomes, he do his thing. You know what I'm saying, for a game that pretty much the Titans should have won, and they just they gave Mahomes too many possessions. You know what I'm saying? At the end, they kept giving him the ball, and you keep giving him the ball. Eventually, he gonna crack it open. So you look at the game, first 3 quarters, Titans in command of the game. You know what I'm saying? They going into the fourth quarter, they up 17-9. So it's like it's a lot of plays that Chiefs got to do in order to just even tie the game up. you know. But shit, you looking at his stats. I just looking at it like, damn, man, the dude threw for 68 times, 43 completions, 446, one touchdown, one interception, and he had a rating of 80.9. Uh, third downs. Well, that's probably one of the things that hurt the Tennessee. They was 1 for 11 for the game, and Chiefs was 8 of 19. Time of possession was way in KC favor, 41 minutes to 26 minutes for the Titans. And I mean, Tennessee kind of was playing stupid as far as I get it that you just trying to play conservative and you ain't trying to lose the game, right? But you still gotta make certain plays. Like the running game is gonna get you a win, but you gotta also be mindful to incorporate the pass into the game. Like you look at the dude Willis, he threw it 16 times, and he only had 80 yards. I mean, he contributed with running the ball. He had 8 carries for 40 yards. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be hard to beat teams just throwing 80 yards. You know what I'm saying? The only dude I ever seen. There was a few dudes, but the last dude I remember doing it was Tebow doing some crap like that. But they, the dude, he don't suck. But if you if you don't let him throw the ball don't call him for no plays to throw it to the receivers or even the tight end, then you ain't really gonna allow him to develop. You gonna have to, if we know we're gonna go with the rookie, we gotta put some plays in that actually he comfortable with, and you could work your offense like that. You know what I'm saying? But to just give him 16 attempts and he only completed 5, that was like he definitely got to work. He definitely got some work to do. I don't know if he, I mean, it was Sunday night football, so his nerves might have been up. But yeah, he got some work to do. It's crazy because I always kind of go on Tannehill, but I think if Tannehill was in that game, especially in the regular season, he probably could have got them that win. Just because he wouldn't have been scared to throw the ball. And Tennessee gonna have to work on that. Even though they lead in their division, you know what I'm saying? They only, they what, throwing the ball 285 yards per game. And, this is kind of like a passing error. So, they gonna have to, Henry ain't gonna always do. Last week he had 200. This week he had 115, 2 touchdowns. So he was solid. But you ain't gonna have that every week. You gonna face one of them top tier defenses, especially that's gonna be keen on stopping the run. So he gonna have to they gonna have to get more. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to trust the passing the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because now we don't know who the hell on they offensive receivers that you think might could play. Hooper, I thought Hooper could play, but they finally threw him the ball a few times. He caught on 3 targets. He caught 2 out of 34, and then The dude I ain't never heard of, the rookie dude, he had one for 48, but that was basically it. He ain't complete not one to the wide receivers. Like, you not gonna beat not no KC like that. You know what I'm saying? And KC, they won it despite not having really a good running attack. You know, Mahomes, he had 6 for 63, and as a team, they had 19 for 77. You know, Kelsey did Kelsey shit. He had 10 catches for 106 on 17 targets. And so Smith Schuster, he had 12 targets. He caught 10 for 88. So he been solid for them. Him and Harden is you could see a rhythm that they got now at the midway point. You know what I'm saying? Hardman had 9 targets, caught 6 for 79, and yeah, you know, KC going to do. KC always in the game. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes ain't gonna quit, and he know eventually the defense gonna have some lapses where they gonna start making some plays. You know, he be showing me every week that the game kind of has slowed down for him. So like even when you thinking he moving fast, he kind of slowed it down the way he say, okay, if I gotta run, I'm gonna shift the pocket. I'm gonna shift it. Then I'm gonna get out the pocket. And if I still don't see nothing, I'm gonna take off running. You know what I'm saying? So he aware enough to know, you know, how to move the chains or whatever. Like he did a lot of that in the fourth quarter and overtime. You know what I'm saying? So I was real impressed with that. You know, you look at their defense. Their defense had 3 sacks. Dunlap had a sack and a half. Chris Jones, he had a half a sack. And Saunders, he had the other sack. So I mean, they did solid with the sacking. You know, let me see how many QB hits they had. You know, they only had 4 QB hits. I mean, because the dude, he really wasn't throwing the ball like that. So, I mean, KC defense. You know, if you're gonna be like on some true be told stuff, they defense kind of been playing good. You know, underrated good as far as KC standards. You know, normally they be giving up a ton of points and all that, but I mean, for majority of the games, they really haven't been giving up no dumb numbers. Only game that was a super high game for their defense giving up points was the Oakland game, not Oakland, the Vegas game, and then the Chargers game. But aside from that, you know, versus Buffalo, they only gave up 24, and so they ain't really been giving up, a lot of points. So I see that they more better in situationally, because at the end of the game, if they up by a blowout and the other team trying to come back, the other team might pat their stats and the numbers might look like, oh yeah, that they allowed a lot, but it was all in garbage time. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah, KC definitely a threat, and the fact that KC now they tied with Buffalo, but Buffalo got the game on them. But yeah, the top of the AFC is going to be something to see how it play out. You feel me? Because everybody thought Buffalo was just gonna run through every damn body, and they got problems in their division that they not just gonna just get out of that unscathed. You know what I'm saying? So another phenomenal performance by Mahomes, and he still should be in running for possibly the MVP. So they probably gonna see how Buffalo and KC record, who got the better record, might end up getting the MVP. But and then Jalen Hurts still got something to say about that because he been playing at an MVP status as well. But yeah, KC get another dub, and was in the conference, so it was a dub they shouldn't have got, but Tennessee wanted to joke around in that fourth quarter and overtime, and it seemed like in overtime the coach wanted to play for the tie, so they got because they gave him too many opportunities. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on that game. All right, thanks for listening.